Hello everyone, in this video we will be discussing our March 2023 profit and losses. In that what we will be discussing is our trading setup, our trading psychology, what strategies that I take, what are my stop loss limit, how many quantities I trade, and yeah, all those things basically, and what I do other than my trading setups and everything about that. Okay, so starting into that, first thing is that my primary trading strategy is SL hunting. Okay, you might have already knowing about this stop loss hunting from a lot of YouTube videos. Okay, you can check this. I think you already know this if you're following my videos also. Next, second point is that I am also involved in scalping strategies also. Okay, so that is a little bit, I would say, I am working onto that. So this is my secondary setup for scalp trading, but my primary setup is this SL hunting. Okay, the next thing is that how many lots and what all I take. So I usually trade either in Bank Nifty one lot, okay, or if I don't find any trades, or if I miss any opportunities, I see any same opportunities in Nifty, I trade in two lots in Nifty, okay, two lots Nifty or Bank Nifty one lot. This is my usually the quantities that I take, okay. What is my stop loss limit and what is usually my target? My stop loss limit is somewhere around 15 to 1600. And what is my target? The target is somewhere, the 1:1 target is somewhere around 1k, because actually I try to think that I will take only 1k loss, but my last limit is around 1500 to 1600. So accordingly my 1:1 profit is around 1k only. But usually in all the days, if you see, hardly one day I think there is in which I have booked a 1k profit. Okay, usually other than that our profit is usually more than 1.5k. Okay, so that is the thing. So when do I always trade in Bank Nifty one lot or Nifty 200? No, as I explained you, and also if you are looking into my previous video, you will see a lot of, not a lot of, there will be see some videos in which actually my target is actually not met. For example, I make like around 900 profit or something. So in that what usually happens that the other remaining like 1.5 or something, that I usually try to cover using scalp trades. Okay, that is where my second trading setup comes into picture. Okay, this is the place where I do scalp trades. Or otherwise, suppose in the beginning only, if I see when I was trading that the market cannot actually with the current momentum can reach my target, then I increase my quantities by one lot. And this has actually happened once or twice actually in Bank Nifty only, and those are actually live trades. You can see the reason why I actually did that, and those are very satisfactory reason, I would say. Okay, you can check that. Okay, one more point that I wanted to make. You might have seen like 1 or 2 days, hardly at max, that I have actually booked some losses. Okay, like minus 45 points in some previous days. But thereafter, what I happens is someday when I actually find some good scalp trades, I actually take that. Okay, it is not like I when I do losses, then I keep looking for some scalp trades. Not at all like that. You know, so if my stop loss limit is completely not met, like there is still some, if there is still some margin that I can take for my losses, then in that case I usually enter into scalp trades. But it is not like that I will be sitting the remaining day looking for scalp trades. It is not at all like that. Maybe if I am available that remaining day, and on that also if I have watching the chart, it is just like if I found some setup that I am very much sure about, then I take initiate a scalp trade. Okay, and that usually happens towards the second half after 2 p.m. or something like that, not at all in the beginning. Okay, those are very few trades, and usually you won't find those trades in the video, because I usually post videos before like around 11 or 12 or something. Okay, so those trades are not covered, and those are very few days, I would say. Like on this somewhere you see that 192 March 29 profit, and that day I had shared you that we have somewhere around 900 or 1k loss was there. Okay, so in that day I actually took some extra scalp trade, but those are defined between the limits also. Okay, so if you just quickly look into the profits, if you see most of the profits are around 1500 only, 15 to 1600. And yeah, some days it is like 27, maybe this could be nifty someday. You can check the video 2nd of March. And yeah, so one more thing I want to say, that in some videos you will also find that I actually have not, or exit early, because I don't see that the market had go beyond, or for some reason. So in that day what happened, that I had to take multiple trades also in order to compensate, meet my target. So maybe because of that the charges have increased a little bit. So yeah, mainly that is all the things that I do is basically, if you see here 1200 losses, here if you see 1700 losses, around most of the targets are remaining around. So in this day like 332, if you see, I was actually traveling, so I tried to make some quick trades, but there, due to network issues, I had to exit. Now if you look into the March, with trading in one lot in March, okay, so if you see the March chart here you see most of the days was actually a little bit sideways chart. Okay, only a few days were actually trending like this. uh, this I also won't say. If you see the previous day, this was actually sideways. Some panic days were there, panic selling or something, but those we usually don't enter into panic selling because there is no setup there that we can. So except like 2 to 3 days, most of the day the market was actually a little sideways. Okay, and yeah, so for the coming April, since if you see that the market has broken down a major uh, range level, the market has broken down, but still I see that the market is near to resistances. And then looking to the market momentum, I see that maybe the market can go a little bit sideways also. But yeah, in the coming April we will also continuing with that same setup, bank nifty one lot or nifty two lots. And we will also be looking into capturing some big momentum in a single trade itself, but that actually we cannot decide when it will happen or not. The market will actually tell us that. Okay, so it may happen or not, but we will see. If that happens, then we will try to extend our profits also. Okay, we will try to. In some days it may happen that I'm, even though I have achieved my target, then I'm still holding my trade, because I see that the market can still go upside from that. So, and in turn what happens, that it may happen that I actually hit my stop loss or something. So this could happen, but this I will you know decide based on the day and the momentum on that day only. It may happen that I actually never do in the April month. Okay, so this was my plan in the April. I will continue the same setup. So yeah, these are all the things that I wanted to discuss on the uh, PNL session. Okay, so let me know if you have some questions, any questions that you want to have, you can post in the comments. And yeah, if you want me to share you something, some resources that could be useful to you, some learning that could be useful to you, anything, you can just post in the comments. I would be happy to make any videos on that. Okay, okay people, that was all that I wanted to discuss. Keep learning, keep growing. Okay, thank you.